And welcome to the Degenerate Gamblers NFL, baby. NFL. I'm here with handicapper Kevin Goatee, who absolutely crushed it this past weekend.
Yes,
Um,
sir, I did. Thank you, sir. How's it going, Howie?
Good, man. Good. That was a beast of a weekend, man. I'm looking at some of the teasers and I had a really good weekend with college and pro. One of my best weekend for NFL so far this year. But yeah, you had Chiefs, Detroit. I had the Chiefs,
Yep.
Washington Bills,
Yep.
Bills, Chiefs. You had everything teased up.
The
Uh,
only thing I lost was with the Jaguars in the morning. That was the only teaser I lost. I hit every single teaser. A total of 15-9 last weekend. Your
yeah,
boy's back, and the week before that, it was something stupid too. It was
yeah.
I have it all written here, of course. It was 14 6 and 1. So 14 6 and 1, 20 15, that's 29, 15 and 1 my
Yeah.
last 2 weeks. That's insane. That's
Oh, been
66%.
crushing. You've been
Oh my,
crushing. I
well,
mean,
listen, dude, after all that shitty, I had an awful start. After all that said and done now, I'm 57, 53, and 2 for the year. I'm finally over 500. So fucking
well, a lot of people took it.
dug out, baby.
Yeah, the props are kicking.
Yep.
It was funny. My funniest story is I'm on the Discord with the guys, and Pittsburgh's playing the Jets. I had the Jets. I had everybody parlayed and teased with Pittsburgh. Not
Yep, love
not
that
the
one.
plus 2.5. I had the money line. And what they go down, the Jets went up 13-3 or something. So the Pittsburgh was plus 450 money line. And the guys
Right.
are like, what do you think? And I'm like, I don't think you have to worry. I said, put your yeah. I said I'm dead serious here. Plus 450, plus 850, plus 2,000. Take Pittsburgh. And the rest is history because the Jets just folded like a fucking it just unbelievable. As a former Jets fan here, I could tell you it was going to happen. I could tell you it was going to happen. But Pittsburgh was my most profitable play of the day. I had them everywhere.
I should have went harder on than what I did.
Yeah, I mean, if you just
I
bet
have a
against,
two teaser, one teaser, I think. Because I lost. Yeah, I had him teased with the Jags. That was the only teaser I lost was the
if we had
Jags.
just, if you just parlayed the Eagles and the Steelers, just bet against New York teams, uh, you could probably buy a house. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm with you.
I mean, it's brutal. And I'll tell you what's funny is I did have Daniel Jones rushing for 25 yards, and I even laughed when they took him out in the third quarter. He had 20 yards rushing.
Oh, I was there. I was at that game. I think I told you that I was going, and that was trash. Nothing worse than having to watch again. Beautiful day weather-wise. Loved it. Had a ball. Had smoked cigars. Drank beers with my friends. Grilled up, and then having to slog in there and watch that horse shit. And especially with Eagle fans, who are the worst people in the world,
The worst.
and
Yeah.
and fucking watch them just get embarrassed was just the drizzled shits.
I just was lying. I was sitting there watching it, and I'm just saying, bring in Tommy DeVito. Bring in my boy.
Oh, don't bother. Just
Hey.
let Jones play it out and then be done.
Yeah, yeah, they're done with him. And I don't even know if anyone's going to pick this guy up. And
He'll
why
be he's a serviceable backup, and that is
he's
it.
bad. He's not as bad as Aaron Rodgers, who is the worst quarterback in the NFL. Um, and there's something wrong with that. You watch him on the sidelines, he's not all there. There's something wrong with that dude. I don't know if
Right.
he's got early dementia or early HIV, but he's got something. Because he just doesn't look right. He's picking his nose, he's eating it, he's blaming shit on guys that haven't did. He's just the
50
guy's
bucks says the Rogers kid picks in his nose and eats it. That's that's
un-
a that's a direct Caddyshack quote, but
yeah,
you
yeah,
got it. Yeah,
unbelievable.
it looked like he had a hysterectomy out there. That's how awful he was.
He was just brutal. But look, let's get into this week.
Yeah, buddy.
Uh, we got a wild week ahead. Thursday night, Vikings Rams. We're in LA. LA's home only plus 3, and we're hearing all these rumors about them possibly trading their QB, my boy Matty Stafford, ex-University
Uppercut
of Georgia.
too.
I mean, who knows? But I'm surprised they're only plus 3 at home. What do you think?
I think I must be in the minority. I think the Vikings are the play. The Vikings go out and lose a heartbreaker. If you watch the Rams game, and I had the Rams teased in a money line parlay, I had to mildly sweat that out. Dumbass Antonio Pierce kicks a field goal down 8 late. Why would you do that, you dumbass? Go for the fucking touchdown. I was glad he did, believe me. the Rams were not good. The Rams were really, really sloppy that game. They could have lost that shit. You mean to tell me you're going to almost lose to the Rams, and now you're just, I mean, 3 at home? And by the way, that's not a home field advantage anyway. That's going to be a Miami. That's going to be a Minnesota home game. Who's shitting who? I think, and I've seen the line go to 2.5. I'm really, really close to taking the Vikings minus 2.5. After a loss like that, I think they're going to go. I think they're going to win that game. Who are the Rams? Really?
They're
Do they
bad.
inspire confidence? Not for me. They don't. I know.
Yeah, I
Again,
mean, I don't
everyone
think
else is on the 3.5. I can see that, but if it's 2.5, which I've seen, I like the Vikings at 2.5. 3 is a no play for me. Three
I'm
and a
looking
half
at
is definitely a no play for
3.
me.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
and,
at
and
3.
the Vikings are 7-1-10 against the spread. Their last 10 on the road as well. I
Yeah,
mean, they
I agree.
travel. The fans travel. I don't know about that. I haven't looked at the injuries. I'll look at them actually right now. See if anybody jumps out at me. Blake Cashman is out, the linebacker. Let's see, couple. Well, I don't know how old these guys are, these injuries are, but yeah, there's nothing here as a tackle is questionable. I don't know, man. I like the Vikings.
Yeah, the Rams, much like the Raiders, much like the Jets, Giants, the team morale is just cooked. It's cooked. I mean, there's 6 to 8 teams in the NFL right now that you can tell don't want to play. I mean, I
Oh
think,
boy, and I've got a few of them already laid out here for this
I
week.
mean, yeah, I mean, and 2 right now that think are still fighting. We got the first game Sunday, 1 p.m. Arizona Cardinals, Miami Dolphins in Miami. Miami hasn't given up yet. They got soft shell heads coming back and playing. Um, who knows? Tua might throw for 400 yards. I don't know, but at least these 2 teams are playing. The Cardinals show up. They do play every week.
I don't know about that. I mean, they listen. I had J.K. Dobbins over rushing yards, and would you against the bottom 5 rush defense? Would you believe Harbaugh starts throwing the ball over the place? Herbert throws for over 300 fucking yards, and they still lose. How awful is that? That's
Yeah,
shocking.
that was brutal. That's a tough game. The game's in Miami. It's a lot of it's going to depend on who plays, who doesn't.
Right.
Um, but it's tough to bet against the Dolphins in that game at home. I don't know. It's a game I probably will pass on. Um,
Yeah, I can't play Tua off that. His brains are like poi and spam mixed into one. Although if he gets hit again, he's gonna do his Flavor Flav imitation with his hands when he gets his bell rung. Watch the 911 as a joke video by Public Enemy. You'll understand that reference.
well, I mean, we'll see. I hope he stays healthy. I hope they at least show up.
Sure.
But the other game, this is a game I love. I love this game. This is my NFL pick of the week. New York Jets playing at New England. I'm going to take the Patriots plus 280 to win that game at home.
The ball's on you. I
You
hope they lose
can't.
that game.
You can't bet the Jets. You
I,
cannot bet the Jets.
I'm not betting anything. I'm not betting this game at all. You're kidding.
I'll
You're
take the
high
pass.
as fuck if you think that's gonna happen. No, I'm not touching this game. What's the line? 7?
The line is 7, and what are the Patriots? 48-1 against the Jets over the last. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they also had a guy named Bill Belichick and Tom Brady on those teams. That's why they're doing that. Didn't the Patriots win last year? I'm sorry, the
Hey,
Jets win last year.
we might have won one.
Yeah, because I bet against them, and that's the first game I lost to them. Yeah, I'm not touching this game. I don't think it's. I just plus 7. I lean Patriots plus 7. 7. I mean the Jets. They've always been on a get right game every single week, and every single week they've been disappointing. If anything, I would tease the Jets, but you never know. They could be in full meltdown mode. The Patriots just called soft, much like your sweet, sweet asses to me. But you never know how they respond to that.
Hey, I'll take the Patriots money line plus 280 all day long.
All right.
We go to Cincinnati. This should be a decent game. Who knows? Philadelphia playing at the Bengals. Bengals at home minus 1.5. I mean, it's pretty much a must win for both those teams.
I have a teaser. I have the Eagles tease the 8.5. I don't think the Bengals are going to be blowing anybody. I think Philly's starting to get their sea legs about them. And I mean, they blew out. It was the first blowout win they've had all year. The Bengals are such a paper tiger, pun intended. See, God, that just happens. This magic just happens. Howie Dewey, they're
Amazing.
a paper tiger. Plus 8.5. I think they're going to keep it close if they do lose. but that's a teaser leg I threw. I made this one a keystone teaser. I went and teased the Pittsburgh Steelers to minus half a point in the other leg with this.
All right. All right. I can respect that. Makes sense. Next game, Packers going into Jacksonville. Jacksonville looks like they have a pulse the last couple of weeks. Jacksonville's plus 4.5, 4.5 at home. At home in Jacks against the Packers.
Jackson, I mean, I don't know. This is weird. They're at home. Jacksonville's at home, you said?
Yeah. Back to
They spent 2 weeks in London and they're not taking a bye. I don't want to play in that sandbox. Packers off a good win. I just uh Green Bay's due for one of these weird games like that. This could be it. But again, Jaguars stink. I
yeah.
don't let's see what kind of numbers I have on this that are going to jump out. Green Bay 0-5 their last five against Jacksonville. What does that tell you? But they are 5-1 against the spread their last six on the road.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, man, she's played well the last 2 weeks. Definitely has.
It's like that fat Rebel Wilson who lost a lot of weight. Like Joey Lawrence. I keep going Trevor Lawrence. I like Joey Lawrence better. How about that?
He was more accurate.
Right. Right.
So then we got next game. This is a good game, man. Although talk about a team that's beat up, the Buccaneers. Falcons are minus 2.5 playing at Tampa Sunday at 1 o'clock.
A lot of guys are liking teasing Tampa. I don't know about that. You lose your top two receivers.
Yeah,
By the
yeah.
way, who else said Chris Godwin in fantasy football? Ugh, what a dumb move. I know you're still into it, but my God, really?
Okay.
That hurt. That
Yeah.
hurt me hard because I also have him over. What's my number? I'm looking on my wall right now. Props.
He's done
I
for
had him
the
over
year.
925 and a half yards. It was going to hit easily.
Yeah.
Easily going to hit. Done.
Yeah, but we talked about that as far as future. That's the one thing I cannot stand about futures. I've had years where I'm 48 yards away with 4 games left, and some guy, like breaks his toe, and that's it. He's done. I mean, it happens all the time.
Yeah, that sucks.
It
I don't
does.
like this. I don't like this game. I mean, I don't even want to tease Tampa. I know I mean, the logic is always there for 2.5 to at home dog 8.5. But man, that's a 1-2 punch. Losing cluster injuries at wide receiver. That's all he does is throw. I mean, Kate Otten had a great game. I'm looking at him on the props this week. I can promise you that. Kate hit a monster game. He caught 100 yards last week. I don't like this game for some reason. I'm not touching that for that reason. Division
Next
game.
game. Next game is interesting. I actually like it. You got the Baltimore Ravens just on fire lately, going into Cleveland. Minus 9.5 to Cleveland. Now we know Cleveland's got a new backup quarterback playing, obviously, but here's why I kind of like Cleveland. Nick Chubb had one run last week, one run over the field. He looked pretty impressive.
Right.
If these guys block for Nick Chubb and he gets 30 plus carries, this could be an interesting game.
Well, that's funny because the Ravens, what they do is they stop the run. They can't stop the pass for shit. So I don't like that argument. I don't like that argument at all. I think they
I don't
can
care who it
cover.
is. Nick Chubb's running through you, baby. Nick Chubb's running through you. If he
Yeah.
doesn't break his leg.
But you know what? I mean, look, the Jameis Winston thing helps. With Watson, I'd be like, I don't give a shit. I don't care if it's on the road division game. I'll lay the wood. I don't have. I have this in a. I don't actually. I've debated about teasing Baltimore down to 2.5. I just may make another money line parlay out of them. I have a money line parlay already out there, but I'm not crazy about this game. Marlon Humphrey's also out for Baltimore too, but again, Winston, he's rusty. Who knows? I don't hate the play. If it hits 10, I may consider that.
I might buy the extra hook, but I'm taking the Browns. Next game, you got the Colts going down to Houston. Texans are minus 5.5 at home. I get the feeling this could be one of those games they blow them out.
Funny you say that. My buddy Nick Whitmer was telling me, they always play tight. Yeah, they've always played tight when they had fucking Andrew Luck as quarterback, but not, Anthony Richardson, who stinks. By the way, that under 350 rushing yards looks really good this year. I'm probably going to tease Houston. Probably going to tease them with either the Chargers or Baltimore or Dallas. Like I'll probably do 2 more teasers. I think they're going to win that game easily. The only thing I'm scared about is if Richardson gets knocked out because that Houston defense, man, they were good on Saturday, but that offense was awful. I think they could come out, like you said, blow them out. CJ Stroud had an awful game. Thank Christ I sat him in fantasy. It didn't matter. It's the only game I lost this week. Son of a bitch. But yeah, I think they're going to win that game. I could definitely see Houston doing it, and I'm most likely tease them as well.
Next game, we got the biggest spread of the weekend. The Tennessee Titans plus 10.5 going into Detroit.
Oh my God. Wait me when this is over. I just don't see. I don't see Tennessee. They're trading everything. It's anything that's not nailed down, they're trading off. They traded a
That's a
linebacker
team.
today.
That's one of the teams we talked about that has packed it in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're done. They're donezo. Who are they going to throw the ball to? Yeah, riddle me that.
Who's
There's
going
no
to
one
throw
in
the
that
ball?
offense. What?
Who's going to throw the ball?
Exactly. Who quarterback? So Levis was out. I was at the Giant game. I didn't pay one iota of attention because I had the Bills on the tease in the money line. I didn't blink twice after the second quarter. Yeah, I teased the Lions to this one to 5.5. There's no way in hell. And I teased them with the Washington Redskins getting 8.5. Mariota looked great. I think if they lose, they're not going to lose by more than a touchdown. That's what I say. So I have Detroit teased to 5.5. Sorry, 5. I think it's going to happen. The last thing I want to do is watch them just take everybody out and then get backdoored. I know that's going to be a long stretch, but yeah, this game is going to get go ugly early, as I used to say at the bars.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is going to be, and I want nothing to do with it except this nice under touchdown bet I had with the teaser.
I agree. Next game, you got the Saints playing at the Chargers. Chargers are home, -7 and a hook.
I'm ready to tease the Chargers. They got embarrassed on Monday night by losing that game to the Cardinals. Harbaugh's got that's a get 'em up game after that loss. That's for sure. Saints quit. I that's one of the other games. I take that back. I didn't Jacksonville tease. I had the Saints tease on Thursday night. They got embarrassed. By the way, that was not a fumble by Spencer Rattler. That was an interception that they called a fumble. That was horseshit. I lost that bet. I was very upset. Yeah, the Saints have quit. Kamara's a broken hand. I saw that came through down the wire about an hour ago. I think they're going to get absolutely smoked.
Bills at Seahawks. Seahawks +3.
I don't know, man. This is a weird one. Seattle off of a big win, Buffalo off of a big win. You could flip a coin for me on that one. I really don't have a feeling for
I don't
this
like
game.
that game. That's one of the games I tossed in early at the game. I don't like it. I don't have a feel either way. I do this game. Chicago Bears going into Washington. The Bears are -2.5.
Yeah, I'm teasing the Skins. Again, Marcus Mariota had a great game. I don't know about the Bears. Are we buying on the Bears? The Bears would be bad teams. So what? We're going to buy the Skins now as a good team? I guess we have to. They're in first place. So the real question, I mean, is Jaden Daniels, does he have a shot of practicing or playing? Excuse me. Do we catch up on the update? Let me pull
that's
them
what
up
it
here.
comes down to right now. I don't think they made a decision on it yet.
They said he will not practice. He did not participate on Wednesday's practice.
I still like the Washington's got a good defense. I would take Washington at home.
I teased them. Yep.
You got next game for 425 Carolina Panthers at Denver. Denver's -9.5.
It was 10 earlier before because I made it a 7-point teaser.
It's going down.
I teased Denver down to 3, and I teased the Chiefs down to 3. Here's a team that's completely quit. They're going to try and trade Deontay Johnson. I read that too. Andy Dalton got in a car accident probably because he wanted to drive his fucking car off the road and kill himself.
That.
Was that?
You know he did it on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably like, I'm ending it. This is it.
He was playing. You ever seen the movie Death Proof with Kurt Russell? Trying to drive into oncoming traffic and kill people that way. That's what he's trying to do. Like, you know what? Enough of this horse shit. Yeah, that bloom's come off the rose. He stinks. Then again, can you trust gingers? They don't have a soul. So yeah,
I can see Denver winning that game 28-3.
Yeah. I mean, look, Denver's proven that they're playing, man. Because like I said, they came to the Saints. They beat the piss out of them. That defense is gonna swarm the Panthers. So I have that. Like I said, that teaser. I also have them as a 4-way moneyline parlay. I went Chargers, Lions, Denver, and KC on the money line in a parlay +130.
I know you got this next game. But you and I were all over the Chiefs this past weekend.
You know the worst thing about that too, Howie? I teased him a couple of times. It sucks that I didn't know that Deebo Samuel had fucking pneumonia roll into that game. I had him in fantasy. They took him out after 4 snaps. He was done. If I would have known he was banged up, I would have tripled my position on the Chiefs. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I had them everywhere with the Steelers. Chiefs are -9.5 in Vegas. this weekend. I mean, I don't even know how you can say anything positive about Vegas.
No. Well, they did beat them last year on Christmas because I had the Chiefs and I had a lot on the Chiefs and they lost. And they all and but here's the thing with the Chiefs, they got they well, at that game last year, they had like the Raiders did like a whole victory parade around there after they beat them straight up. You don't think they forgot about that? I know Hopkins is going to get there. Is he going to do a lot? I don't know. Probably not. He's got to get acclimated, but look, I mean, here's the one thing that scares you. Kansas City sucks. Their big numbers are terrible when they're favorites like that. They don't cover for shit.
No,
They're 10-1-1 against the spread their last 12, but again, they're not laying double digits. They're
I got a
10-0 straight
handicap.
up. They're 6-1 straight up against Vegas, 7-0 straight up on the road, 6-0 straight up in Vegas. That's a big number, but like I said, I'll tease it and I'll be a money line pussy and go that way. And I'll see you
I'll,
at the window.
I'll be playing Travis Kelce in a few different things because I think this is the game where they get him some numbers. He's been blacking all year. I think he balls out
I
this
hope he doesn't.
weekend.
I have him as an under for the year or 900. So let's keep
Yeah,
this to a dull roar, please.
he'll have a big game this weekend.
Listen, he can go 40 yards and 2 touchdowns, and I'll be happy and I'll be like, that's cool, man. We can
There you
both
go.
win.
So Sunday night, 8 o'clock, Dallas Cowboys at the 49ers. 49ers minus 4.5. I thought it'd be a little higher. I thought you might see 6.5, but it's only 4.5.
The real person that you have to watch, and I watch this because again I'm in fantasy. Debo Samuel out of the lineup the
Yes,
Niners are terrible. I mean abysmal when he's out of the lineup. It's mind-boggling. So if he's out, I'm all over Dallas plus 4.5, and I might even tease them as well. Debo Samuel is key. When
yeah.
he's not in that lineup,
No,
that's
I
for
know.
sure. And he said he did not practice today. They're
Yeah,
hopeful he can play. And Ayuk's out for the year too. I mean, those are two big ass
yeah,
weapons. They can't
yeah.
run the ball for shit now with Jordan Mason all of a sudden. Kittle's banged up too. I mean, four is light. And Dallas off the bye, they're fresh. They need the game.
They're terrible
Uh,
though. They suck.
I really think that this is Dallas. I may hit him up
I'll tell you what
plus
I
four and a
like.
half, and I may tease him as well.
I'll take the under 45.5. I will take that under.
The record when Debo Samuel is out is 8-9 straight up.
I believe it.
He had pneumonia and fluid in his lungs. I mean, that ain't good.
Monday night, 8:15. New
Oh
York Giants.
Christ.
New York Giants at Steelers. Steelers are only minus 6.5. If they were 13.5, I'd still take them.
Dude, I was betting this game. I put this in Sunday night. When I got back, I was obviously quite cantankerous watching the Giants. I go, Jesus Christ. And I said, who we have next week? Oh, that's right. Because my buddy's he's a ticket holder for the Steelers. And I go, oh my God, I want to go to this game. Then we both saw, oh, it's Monday night. Fuck that. Yeah, man. Pittsburgh's gonna manhandle us. Are you kidding me? The number on Daniel Jones. What's Daniel Jones' primetime record? Do you know? I do.
1-18.
1-15, close enough. Yeah, they stink. What did they show you against the Eagles? Nothing. That defense, and the Philly defense is trash.
Pittsburgh's got one of the best
much like,
pass rushing defenses in the NFL.
yeah, I know. Much like their legion of fans of white trash, if the Eagle fans. Giants are 3-7 in the last 10 in a row straight up. Although 5-2 when playing in the road in Pittsburgh, but then again, was that Roethlisberger and Eli? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust that at all. Pittsburgh 8-3 the last 11 against the spread and straight up. I don't see this. Watch this be the game that Daniel Jones decides to unfuck himself. But
I
yeah,
don't see how
I don't see it either. I don't see it either. And I teased Pittsburgh, like I said before, with Billy to Pittsburgh minus half. I also have a -6. So there's again, my buddy texts me, goes, should I wait for a 5.5? I go, yeah, sure. He got a 5.5, and now it's back to 6. Yeah, I have zero faith.
If it's 18.5, I'll take the Steelers.
Yeah, this Andrew Thomas injury has been really, really hurtful for them,
Rough.
and the offense has been, and then they're going to shut down Malik Neighbors. We all know that.
Well, guys, if you've been listening to this show, hit the link on the bottom, baby. Join Whop.com. Go to Degenerate Gamblers. Make sure you like us on YouTube. We're going to be coming at you every weekend. And guys, all we've been doing is banking fatties for people. That's it. I mean, college football Saturday, pro football. Kevin's been crushing it last couple weeks, and we're going to continue to do this. But look, hit the like on the YouTube. Hit it. Hit the Degenerate Gamblers. Hit the link at the bottom. We want to see you. Talk to you soon. We got an awesome Discord, guys all over the country, just betting on everything because that's what we do. We're the Degenerate Gamblers. Peace.